Jesse's story is amazing. No, let me correct that. Jesse is amazing. And I'd like you to get to know Jesse a bit more. So Jesse Ide, please join me on stage. I'd also like you to know a bit more about Bob Tulepa, who was featured in the opening video. However, Bob is already off on his 4th tour of duty. So I've invited another recent graduate of our culinary skills program and a soon-to-be seafarer chef to share her story. Kenyetta Isom, please join me on stage. All right. Jesse, let's start with you. First of all, thank you so much for sharing your story. You've certainly been on quite a journey. You've been with Goodwill nearly 10 years now, and I know that you've come to see many of your Goodwill colleagues as your family. And as your family, many of them are here today to support you and to celebrate you. So thank you all for being here. So, Jesse, tell us a little bit about your responsibilities now. You're a production assistant manager.
That is correct.
So what does that job entail?
I have 2 teams that I'm actually responsible for, the donations and the production team, meaning from the door to the floor, I'm responsible for it, to what they're accepting, not what they're pricing, and what's going to the sales floor.
That's an incredible responsibility. And as I understand it, that's one of our busiest stores, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is an incredible responsibility in terms of how we at Goodwill can find the revenue to fund the mission to do the work that we do with Jesse and Bob and Kenyetta and so many others. How many people do you manage?
It fluctuates from 13 to 20.
That is a lot.
That
is a lot. That's a lot of responsibility. You're working super hard. And I think part of your responsibility is training, right? And so you've had some training. What's it like now to be training others?
I think that it motivates me to be such a good manager, because now I have the opportunity to give and train and help people like Goodwill has helped me, because they all do have their stories as well.
It's true. Everyone has their story. And what's great about you here today and you, Kenyetta, is that by sharing your stories, I think you're encouraging others to share theirs as well. And that's just wonderful. It's so important for all of us to hear and to understand the work that we do and the impact that we have and that we can have together. So I bet your kids are pretty proud of you. You've got 3.
I have.
Tell us about them.
I have 3, yes. They are very proud of me. They think it's the coolest thing that their mom's an assistant manager for Goodwill.
As they should, yeah.
I am, my oldest is almost 16. He's my boy. He's a gaming nerd. Thank God he is, because by the time I was 15, I had already seen the inside of Raymond Hall 24 times and did an 18-month sentence in Echo Glen, which is a juvenile prison. So I'm grateful for that he's a gaming nerd. I have my middle child that's a mini-me, and she is a handful. And then I have my youngest that's a baby Huey. She's super kind. She had just recently got recognized for Student of the Month for her school for 4 core values that they do at their school, which is being kind, being safe, being respectful, and being honest. And she has the heart of gold. She said to me the other day, "Mommy, this girl at my school, she keeps calling me fat." My daughter is a little overweight. But she says, "But Mom, I just want to help her." And I told her I was so proud of her because of the kindness of her heart. I couldn't ask for more.
And she got that from you.
Yes.
She got that from you.
For
Yeah.
Goodwill.
Yeah.
And Goodwill given me the service that I could give them as well.
Well, Jesse, thank you so much for your service and your commitment to not only all the work that you do and the people that you train, but your commitment to life and to the future and to this community.
Thank you.
All right. Kenyatta,
Yes.
I understand that you were pretty eager to go out on your first ship with the Seafarers Union. When do you leave?
So I am leaving Friday to go
Friday.
to Maryland to do my training, and I'll be there for 4 weeks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So thank goodness that we've got you here this week with us so you can tell the story that you're not also out on the ship with Bob.
Yes.
But Kenyatta, tell us a little bit about what led you to the Culinary Skills Program at Goodwill. What was life like before? What were you working on?
Prior to going to Goodwill, I'm a licensed esthetician, and I had started up my own business, and I was working another job and doing my business at the same time. And a couple of months after starting my business, I found out my mom was sick and had to make some life decisions, and I ended up leaving and going to Wisconsin to take care of her and help the family out. Upon my return, being that I was a sole proprietor of my business, I still had some clientele, but not to the level that I had before. And shortly after that, I lost my job. And so I was kind of at a crossroads trying to figure out what I wanted to do next. Cooking and taking care of people have always been kind of the two fields that I've worked in. And so I was thinking about going back to cooking, but I really wanted to be the cook and not the manager and not, or be the front of the house person. So as I was looking for different programs, I came across Goodwill's program and came in and spoke to Martha and Jeff and decided that it would be the best thing for me and went from there.
What would you say, in addition to the cooking skills, what have been some of the other parts of the program that you feel have been helpful?
Overall, the program just has been really great for me. I've been working since I was 14 years old, and so there's never really been a time this is my first time as an adult, feeling like being unemployed and not really knowing what to do.
Yeah.
And so it kind of gave me my confidence back. I knew that I had all these different skills, but I didn't really know where to apply, and kind of feeling like coming from having my own business to working for somebody else, feeling like maybe I wouldn't be as respected as much in the workplace just because I wasn't working for a corporation or anything like that. So it gave me my confidence back as far as going out here and applying for the job that I want.
And I think that supports what Dan was saying about we do try to meet people where they are, wherever they are on their life journey.
Yeah.
And we all know that each one of us has at times taken a step off of the path we thought we were on, and getting the help to find your way back on a path. It means the world, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tell us what your responsibilities are going to be like when you're on the ship.
So I'm really excited. Hopefully I would like to get the chief cook job. So that would be running the kitchen, doing the ordering, making the menu, doing the menu planning, and sometimes you have an assistant out there with you. So I'll be in charge of that person as well.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
How are you feeling as you're ready to head out?
I'm ready to go.
She's ready to work.
I've been ready for about 2 months now, but I'm really ready to go now.
Kenyatta is ready to work, as is. Well, thank you, Kenyatta, for sharing your story, and best of luck as you set off on new horizons.
Thank you.
It's going to be fantastic. Jesse, Bob, and Kenyatta are so brave. They're brave because they faced their reality head on, and they made significant challenges and changes to create a new reality, to live a new life. They are an inspiration, and I know that we are all ready to work.